hello everyone. We've all heard that laughter is the best medicine, but if that's true, does that make me a doctor, or am I more of a drug dealer? Either way, today we'll be taking a look at why you should get your daily dose of the chuckles. Cue the music!
Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Don't you know everyone wants to laugh?
My name is Ryan Wingfield, and my job is to make people happy. After years of doing stand-up comedy, I've devoted an entire year to the study of happiness. Join me each week right here on a Road Comics Road to Happiness. Alright, you can imagine I have a lot to say on this topic. As a comedian, I get to see the benefits of laughter on a nightly basis. Except, of course, for the nights when the audience isn't laughing, but I try not to think about those. Anyways, it really is the greatest thing as a comedian when somebody comes up to you after a comedy show and tells you that their face hurts from laughing so hard. It's like a chef watching somebody pat their stomach after eating a satisfying meal, or a newlywed husband watching his wife walk funny on their way home from the honeymoon. Do you remember how good it felt the last time you had a good laugh? Well, not surprisingly, there's a reason for that. When we laugh, it lowers our blood pressure, boosts our immune system, and reduces the amount of stress hormones that our body produces. At the same time, it increases our body's production of endorphins and dopamine, your body's natural painkillers and feel-good juice, and makes our bodies and minds more alert. The reason for this may go back to our earliest days as a species. Philosophers believe that laughter is how early humans bonded after a dangerous experience. It's how we showed our cavemen that there was no danger from a predator, showed them that we trusted them, and helped build relationships. In other words, laughter helped us survive as a species. On behalf of comedians throughout history, you're welcome. Even today, laughter is very much a social construct. Have you ever noticed that when you watch a sitcom, you're much less likely to laugh out loud if there's no one else in the room with you? That's why sitcoms include a laugh track, so that you can create a social bond with other people who are getting the joke. It's also the reason why stand-up comedy is best experienced in person. Laughter is contagious, and having other people laugh around you will make the joke seem all that much funnier. So please check out your local comedy club, especially if I'm performing in town. By the way, you don't have to be the one laughing for a laugh to have a positive effect. Being the source of a good chuckle also has its benefits. It gives you a feeling of instant success or possibly relief if you use it to diffuse a tense situation. It's also a way of controlling the emotional environment of our peers. Studies have found that dominant individuals are much more likely to use humor than their subordinates. In high school, it was the cool kids. At work, it's the boss. And at home, it's the family patriarch or matriarch, if you will. Whether conscious or not, making people laugh is a way of controlling the emotional environment of those around us. Try to remember that the next time a politician cracks a joke. Because humor is part social, there is a reason why some people would seem to not have a sense of humor. And no, it's not necessarily because they are from Germany. Culture and community have a big impact on what we find funny, but experts say that the biggest factor is age, or maturity. Little kids are easy to make laugh, in part because they are still interpreting the world around them, and a lot of it can seem silly or ridiculous. A simple concept such as toilet humor is all it really takes to make them squeal with delight. Although personally, I still think a fart is the single funniest thing in the world. Teenagers, on the other hand, are more likely to laugh at jokes about sex, food, or authority figures, in part because that is all that their hormones will let them think about. As adults, our emotional outlook has been shaped by our experiences and our intelligence. In other words, we laugh at things we can relate to. I mean, what's the deal with that thing we all have in common? What's up with that? You may have heard that children supposedly laugh 200 to 400 times a day. While there doesn't seem to be a lot of evidence to support that figure, it is likely an exaggeration. After all, if kids did laugh 400 times a day, they would literally be laughing every 2 minutes of their waking lives. And then when would they have time to throw tantrums? Most studies show adults laugh an average of 17 times a day. Supposedly, the Western country that laughs the most is Italy, where they devote an average of 21 minutes a day to laughter. That is a lot of laughing. So, how does all this laughter affect your happiness? Well, according to the American Association for Therapeutic Humor, laughter is cathartic. It helps us release negative emotions such as sadness, anger, or fear. And even if the laughter isn't real, you can fake it until you make it. Workshops called laughter yoga gather people in groups to laugh for no apparent reason. Participants say eventually the laughter becomes real. Aside from a good emotional workout, laughter does have a lot of physical benefits as well. Researchers say laughing 100 times is equal to 10 minutes on a rowing machine. Plus, the hormones that your body releases when you laugh boost your immune system, helping fight off diseases, even cancer.
Wow.
Now, I'm not saying that I can cure cancer with my comedy, but I will say a ticket to one of my comedy shows is a lot less than the price of a doctor visit. Plus, I won't make you put on a paper gown. That's all for this edition of A Road Comics Road to Happiness. Thank you so much for watching and hopefully laughing. Please don't forget to leave any happy comments below. Next week we're going from a loud laugh to a quiet chant. How some people are finding happiness through meditation. Until then, stay happy and keep laughing.